14 months into Donald Trump's presidency, his crisis-hit administration has witnessed the departure of some senior diplomats and aides. Now, U.S. Ambassador to Mexico Roberta Jacobson has announced that she is stepping down. The 57-year-old diplomat did not explain the reason behind the decision, but many believe the move is the political fallout of the Trump administration's deteriorating ties with Mexico. The two countries are at loggerheads over a whole range of issues, including bilateral trade deals and immigration. Trump's move to give his son-in-law and senior advisor Jared Kushner the Mexico portfolio is believed to have undercut Jacobson's authority. In some cases, without informing the State Department, Mexico's foreign secretary discussed foreign policy issues with the Trump administration officials.
And I don't believe, in my opinion, Donald Trump did not run to be president of the United States. Donald Trump ran to increase his brand. And I think Donald Trump was surprised more than anybody that he actually won the election, which is why he had a very, very small staff and why there are so many positions that have yet to be filled, because he never intended to have this job in the first place. So what we're really seeing is chaos surrounded by chaos surrounded by chaos.
Meanwhile, the U.S. Special Representative for North Korea has decided to quit his job after more than 3 decades of service. Joseph Yun, who cited personal issues as the reason, was a supporter of engagement with North Korea even when Pyongyang launched ballistic missiles. His departure could cast a cloud on efforts to get the two countries back to the negotiating table. But the list of veteran Foreign Service officers who left their post under President Donald Trump does not stop there. In January, U.S. Ambassador to Panama John Feely stepped down, saying he could no longer advocate for American policy in the Trump administration. Moreover, U.S. Undersecretary for Political Affairs Thomas Shannon, who served as the State Department for 34 years, announced his retirement last month. The departures have earned the State Department a firestorm of rebukes, with foreign policy experts pointing the finger at U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson. However, Tillerson has rejected the criticism, saying he's trying to improve efficiency and streamline operations.
Americans need to understand what so many people outside of this country have already come to and decided, and that is that this administration is an utter failure. And the sooner that Americans can regain control of their country, the better off they're going to be.
Donald Trump's turbulent young administration has also seen several high-ranking White House aides and a minister ousted. White House Communications Director Hope Hicks has become the most recent Trump aide to step aside. In the meantime, the White House is set to replace Trump's National Security Advisor H.R. McMaster as early as next month. The White House and State Department shakeups under President Trump seem to be taking their toll on his Republican Party. A new USA Today Suffolk University poll has found voters looking toward the midterm elections are interested in electing a Congress that will confront Trump. A majority of those surveyed were overwhelmingly unhappy with the country's direction and dissatisfied with its political leadership.
The polls right now, I believe, are really, really hard to believe for a couple of reasons. And the primary reason is you have a lot of people who really support Trump's ideologies, if not necessarily support him, but will not admit that to a pollster, particularly someone who's a stranger to them. So I think Donald Trump's numbers are higher than the polls will indicate.
The growing discontent at Trump's job performance has fueled speculation that he would become the 6th one-term Republican president in the history of the United States.